So in coordinate geometry, the first and most important thing is the understanding about the xy plane. So the plane on which we do work, either it is the plane of the board or the plane of your copy, right? We consider it xy plane. The horizontal line is referred as x-axis. This vertical line is referred as y-axis. So this is this side, this point is called origin. The point of intersection of x-axis and y-axis is called origin. From origin, the right side part of the horizontal line is called positive x-axis. From origin to the left, it is called x dash, means negative x-axis. Upward is called positive y-axis. And the downward, vertically downward is y dash, called negative y-axis. Is that clear? Positive, that is horizontal line altogether, is x-axis. The vertical line is altogether the y-axis. These two lines are perpendicular to each other. So that's why all these four angles are 90 degree each. These are all 90 degree each, right? So the presence of these two lines, x and y axis, divides a plane in four segments, and these segments are called quadrants. So this is the first quadrant. This is second quadrant. This one is called third quadrant. And this one is the fourth quadrant. Got my point? So first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. So basically, why? Now question arises in coordinate geometry. In coordinate geometry, what is the main point regarding which we discuss? It is which part of the mathematics? What main points we discuss under this part of mathematics? Can you tell me? Can anybody tell me that what is the importance of coordinate geometry? What is the specialization of this part of the mathematics? What is mainly discussed here? Anybody can give me any idea regarding this? Position of points, correct? It helps to locate a position. It helps to locate a position or a point on a plane with the help of two reference lines called x and y axis respectively. Are you getting me? Basically, in coordinate geometry, we locate a position or a point, and always to locate a point, we need to use a reference line. likewise in our while writing in our postal address, when we wants to locate our position, our residential positions, our office locations, any particular position, then we always take the help of few reference term. Likewise, we mention the name of the road on which our building or our house is located. We use the term nearby a specific landmark, right? So these are the reference frame, reference points. So similarly, to identify or to locate a position or a point on a plane, we need to take the help of some reference. And x-axis and y-axis does helps us to locate the point. These two lines, these two mutually perpendicular lines, basically referred as the reference line to locate a point. Either it is located in first quadrant or in second quadrant or in third quadrant or it is in fourth quadrant. Are you getting me? So mainly the use of xy plane is to locate a point on a plane with the help of these two mutually perpendicular lines. Is that clear? Now, when we take two such perpendicular lines, one is x-axis, another one is y-axis. So basically, a point, suppose this is a point P1 appearing in first quadrant. A point appearing in first quadrant means this point will be located by measuring its position, how far it is away from y-axis. The distance of a point from y-axis is called its x-coordinate. Okay, the distance of a point from y-axis is measured as its x-coordinate, and distance of the same point from x-axis is measured as its y-coordinate. So that's why any particular point on a coordinate plane is explained or expressed with the help of the measurements, that how far it is away from y-axis and how far it is away from x-axis. So that's why a point is said to be an ordered pair of real number, right? In coordinate geometry, a point is an ordered pair. A point is an ordered pair of two real numbers, x and y. We used to refer a point by mentioning two real values. One is, and the way of writing it, x comma y. That means the first value x refers its distance from y-axis, and the second value y refers its distance from x-axis, right? And both these measurements are always positive, and the point is given by the positive value of x and y. On the other hand, if I consider a point P2 in second quadrant, here also we will measure the distance of the point from x and y. We will measure the distance from x and y. Suppose here if I mark them as if it was x1, y1, here it is, let it be x2, y2, right? The distance of the point P2 from reference line as y-axis is x2, and the same point is above the x-axis at a distance of y2, but being it is the second quadrant, in second quadrant the x coordinate is given by negative, y coordinate is positive. Negative means to the left of the origin, this is the negative direction. That's why the points appearing in second as well as in third quadrant. That's why points appearing in second as well as the third quadrant will be expressed with the negative sign of the x measurement. Are you getting it? Similarly, if we try to locate a point P3 in the third quadrant, again its distance, how far it is away from y-axis will be its x measurement, how far it is away from x-axis will give its y measurement. And here the point P3 will be written with both x3 and y3 with the negative sign, because a position in third quadrant is x-axis wise it is negative measurement, and similarly in y-axis wise also it is negative measurement. Are you getting me? That's why x and y both coordinates are referred with the negative sign depending on its distance measured, right?